Alright, so story time. This was my first sea travel. Okay, this happened back in the year 2016. I was with my mom. It was my oh my gosh, how do I explain that? It was my aunt's burial. Mom is a job. And if you're familiar with the Niger Delta, you should know that the Ijos are water based. Like their villages are really, on water. They own the water in Nigeria, they own the water in Niger Delta. That's the Ijos for you. So my aunt was a chief back there, meaning she couldn't just be buried anywhere. She had to be taken back to the village to be buried. And we all had to attend, but we had to go through the sea. Yeah, you had me through the sea. Yeah. So we go through the Ethiop River, you get to another river, and after that river, you get to the Atlantic Ocean. But luckily enough, we didn't get to the Atlantic Ocean. So now let's go on how the burial went. Now, the burial was in two phases. For the fact that she was a very respected woman, she had her first burial back there at place she worked. There was a burial ceremony held for her there, and after that, we all moved to the village. You understand? So we woke up very early that morning and we had to go to the village, and we had to go by land first to get to, let's say, a port, kind of, what would take speedboats, and then we'll move to the village. You understand? So we woke up very early in the morning and we had to wait for the car that will come pick us up, and we all had to wait by the mortuary. Now that was so scary. Like, why would I wait beside the mortuary? But anyway, we kept going, and when the car came, we all had to move out, and that experience was bittersweet. Yeah, it was bittersweet. So before I got to, let's say, the port, we got there. I was super hungry because I didn't really eat in the morning and I had to go buy food. And then I ended up buying this food. I think it was rice and stew. What really annoyed me that I found flies in my food. That was crazy. Yeah. Flies were in my food and I couldn't eat it and I had to throw it away. So that part. So I was hungry when we got on the boat, you understand? Now we got in the boat, me, my brother, my grandma, and my mom. But then they had to separate us because in case of a ship not sheep. Didn't go with the ship, no. In case of a boat capside, because one was a speedboat. In case of a boat capside, all the family won't go in at once, so we had to separate us. My mom went the other way, and me, my brother, and my grandmother were on one boat. So my mom's boats were kind of faster than our boat. Our boat wasn't really as fast as my mom's boat. So the journey started here. We started moving, and at a point, the river was cool, the river was calm. That was nice, yeah. The river was cool, the river was calm, the river was nice, the river was good. And that was when we were still at the small rivers. And suddenly we got to the larger river. Now this part was like an ocean. And at this point, the only thing you can see here at this point is water, like water bodies. You are literally in the middle, water bodies, and there is nothing else. You look this side is water, you look this side is water. Everywhere you're just like in the middle of an ocean. And then stupid thoughts were coming in my head. And I was like, what if this boat capsizes? Can I swim? I can't even swim. Funny enough, you look far and then you see places that look like trees. And you're like, okay, maybe we can swim there, but that place is inland, it's swamp, and it's even worse than the river itself, you understand? So I listened to a lot of mermaid stories, and I started to feel, what if the mermaids come up and the ship capsized and the mermaids come out and oh my god. I started having a lot of stupid thoughts in my head, but anyway, I tried to clear like all the thoughts and clear out all the time. And then we got to army checkpoints. Now, if you don't know, there are still checkpoints in water. If you don't know, we got to the army checkpoint, and then the armies were like, everybody, once you get to the army checkpoint, everybody just going to raise your hands like this, and you're going to bend your face, you don't look at them right in the eye, blah 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 blah. They gave us life jackets, whatever, they would check whatever they want to check, and boom, we're off. We got to checkpoints for like, I think 3 times before we finally got to our main destination. We were on water for like, I think an hour. Was it even up to? Yeah, it was up to an hour. I think an hour. And now this place, the people in the riverine areas are mostly fishermen, and I just saw kids, like little kids. They were in the middle of the water. I was like, wow, how are you guys even doing that? So there was this place where we could buy stuff. Still, it was on a boat. It was more like a shop on the boat. Yeah. And then they bought this stuff for me. I thought it was meat pie because yeah, I eat meat pie. I'm a big fan of meat pie. And then I bite into this and I see beans. Oh my god. I'm like, is it beans pie? I can't eat this. So they tried convincing us to eat it because that was the only thing we could find around. But me and my brother, we didn't eat it. We gave it to my grandma and the staff that we got there. Now getting there, the place is kind of riverine and there's water like everywhere on the ground of it, you understand? And the only place that you can actually see land is the point where they have crossovers, or let's say flyovers and walkovers at that point. The village is an oil producing village, so they have oil companies like Chevron, Shell, and other companies that produce oil there. And because of that, they created this walkways, flyovers, bridges. It's just for the people. It's more like that payment to the people for allowing them to use their land to drill oil. You understand? So that was it. Now the water in this place was kind of I say it's a bad water because of the drilling, and it has gone to the extent that the water is spoiled and the water is bad, it's dark in color. And you might think that at this point, this place is supposed to have lots of fishes, but no, it doesn't, because the water is bad, so fishes don't really thrive there. So as a result of that, fishes are kind of expensive there. And even water is kind of expensive because they can't drink that water, they can't do anything with water because the water is pretty much bad. So that aside. So at the point there, because it's kind of, would I say, it's kind of wet on the ground, and because of that the houses are constructed, will I say, on a platform. Their houses are constructed with bamboos and planks. You hardly see houses with bricks, although they are there, but they're the rich kids houses anyway. So the houses are constructed with bamboos and plank, and they are suspended in the air. And so when they're suspended in the air, they have these platforms also that are made with bamboos and planks that people can walk on, because you don't actually walk on the ground because it's the rainy season. You're not going to see where to put your foot on. But luckily for you, if it's dry season, good, you're going to see some places that you can walk on. You understand? So that was my first time walking on planks, because where I come from, we walk on the ground. Is our thing. We walk on the ground, not on planks. So I was walking on planks. I was kind of scared because I thought I was going to fall. The kids, they were laughing at me, and oh my god. So that night it was the wakekeeping. Now the Ijos do something very common with the Ijos, especially if the person is a very important person. They do wakekeep for you. Wakekeep is the point that they come out a day to the burial. Everybody will go to it's more like service of songs kinda. But after that, when people go home, people don't go home here. We're just going to sing and dance all through the night till the next morning, and everybody moves for the burial. That's what really happens. So before that time, we all went strolling, as in just to check the village out. That was my first time going there anyway. So just went strolling to check the village out, like this place, check out this place, check out that place, whatever. And then we got back. And then it was time for the wake keep. So during the time for the wake keep, I just wanted to explore. I left where people were and I started walking around. And unfortunately for me, I don't just know how I did it, but I mistakenly got into the same room that the coffin was kept. Oh my gosh. And when that happened, I was so scared. I was so scared to my bone marrow, because something about me is that I'm really scared of coffins. I'm scared of dead bodies. I don't want to see anything about. I don't even want to know anything about it. To date, I'm still scared of it. I don't know. So when I got into there, I was so scared that I ran out. So we got to the venue of the wake. People were singing, people were dancing. I didn't really feel sleepy. I felt sleepy a little bit, but I didn't sleep off. So people were singing, people were dancing, everybody was just doing their things. There was food, there was drink. Nobody really slept off actually until the next morning. Now the next morning, we were not really allowed to stay for the burial because we already experienced the first burial, and this was like the second one, and we had to go back because we had school and all that stuff. So we had to leave very early the next morning, and we didn't have to wait for the burial. So now we got to leave very early the next morning. This time around, we went in a different speedboat. I think this one was even faster because we got home faster than usual. Now, what really happened was that on our way going back home, it felt like it was faster than when we were going. I don't really know why. But on our way going back home, this time around, we are out of the water area, like the part that is usually covered with water. Now we're on land. Now, while traveling with cars on land, we got to a point and we saw cars returning. I was like, what the hell is happening here? What the hell is happening here? What the hell is happening here? Why are cars returning? And they're like, they're at the front. Now, when you hear they are at the front, it simply means armed robbers are at the front. Oh my God. I just came back from how many days journey? I've been on the water. I've not been at home. And I'm coming back now and telling me that armed robbers are on the way. Okay. Yeah, so we have to make a U-turn, and try to find another route to pass in such a way that we will escape the armed robbers, because I was not ready to meet armed robbers at all. No, I was not ready. I was not in that mood. So that was my first journey on this video. Do I hope to try it again? Yes. Have I tried it again? No. Why have I not tried it again? Because nobody really stays in the village though. Everybody's already out of the village. Like everybody that I know is already out of the village. So I said something happens that's requires us going back to the village is the only time you see us here. But if nothing happens, we are home. We ain't moving. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.